right, Jim. Thanks, man. School's out, summer's in for the next couple of months, and while our kids are, looking to enjoy a time to just relax and kick back and what have you, it's important that they maintain and even retain those learning skills and what they learned the last 9 months. So Melanie Stefanowicz is back with us from the Early Learning Coalition of Southwest Florida, joining us with ways we can prevent what's called the summer slide, avoid the summer brain drain, if you will, Melanie.
Yes.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
How have
Thanks
you been?
for having me. Great, you?
Did you get washed out last week?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, brain drain, what is it?
It's that slide in learning that happens over the summer when kids aren't engaged in school. They tend to lose about 2 months worth of knowledge, and they have to relearn in some instances how to learn when they go back to school in the fall. So we don't want children to do that. We want them to stay engaged in some way over the summer.
Is there an idea of what subjects they typically lose knowledge on? Or is it their math skills, their reading skills, or is it just kind of all of the above?
It's probably kind of all of the above, and it's going to be driven a little bit based on what they're interested in. So if they really love to read and they continue to read, they're not going to slide as much. But if they're not engaged in math or STEM activities, they're going to slide in that area.
Yeah, some kids just enjoy doing nothing, I guess, for 2 months. I was one of those kids, but it can take a toll once the fall season starts again. What are some ways that parents can keep their kids engaged, keep them going, keep them learning, things like that?
So when you think about the children who are, birth to age 5, which I kind of want to talk about a little bit today. That's where your kids are. We want to remember, we do want to read with them, we do want to engage them in math activities, but it's okay to play.
Yeah.
So you want to think about what are the activities that we can do together as a family or with their friends when they come over that engage them collaboratively. So think about, did you ever build a fort, right? And so you want to plan to build a fort with your kids, and you want to go through those engineering exercises, those math exercises, the collaboration. And then when you build the fort and a wall falls and you fail, do you just throw the fort away and say, we're not going to do it? No, you say, hey, what do we need to do to fix this wall so it works? And think about all the skills that kids are practicing in a learning environment without even knowing that they're learning. And that's the type of things that we want parents to be thinking about to do with their kids when they're home on the weekends or in the evenings.
Are there certain classes or camps or anything for children who are in that age range, or just for any children at all?
There are classes and camps for children in that age range, and they vary based on their interests. Do they want to play sports? Because that's very engaging. The arts, music, cooking, there's a myriad of things. There are lots of ways for kids to even start to explore the types of things they may like to do as a career, even at those young ages. You wouldn't think of it, but if you think about STEM careers, if somebody even engages in making ice cream, not with an ice cream maker that you buy at the store, but with a Ziploc bag and salt and ingredients, they're practicing all kinds of chemistry skills.
Yeah.
Maybe that pushes them towards being a doctor. You never know what might happen.
My 4-year-old loves to cook.
Excellent.
He has his own cooking set and everything. We cook in the kitchen all the time, he, my wife, and me. And even our 1-year-old at this point in time really enjoys getting in on the action. What kind of activities can we be doing for, let's say, the older kids? And by older, I mean the 0 to 5 you're talking about. Specifically, I'm being selfish, asking, what can I do with my son?
Right.
Because he's starting VPK next year. A lot of kids are going to be starting VPK here in the next couple of months. What are some age range activities with them to get them started on reading and counting and things like that?
There's always reading, and if you're going to read with your child, make sure that you're previewing the book. So what does the picture on the front cover tell you? What do the words mean that are in the title? Do they mean the same thing to you that they mean to me? Because we're going to talk about that at the end of the book, and then read and focus on the pictures and vocabulary, right? And then for counting and math, you're in the car and they're bored, right? And they want you to turn their favorite song on and they want to hear it 50 times. But you want them at the red light to count as quickly as they can, as high as they can.
Really?
Really.
That's a fun one.
That's a fun one.
You mentioned several months ago about this age they should be counting up to about 100 at this point.
About 100.
That's cool. How do you inspire that?
Just games. Just play with them.
I think my kid loses interest at about that time. This is interesting, too. When it comes to kids 0 to 5, 300 hours of summertime preschool. Yes. What does that mean exactly?
That's so 300 hours of summertime preschool, that's usually around what the VPK summer programs run.
Okay.
So we have those opportunities for children, and it's a truncated program. It's a little bit shorter for the summertime. In the school year, it's usually about 560 hours. But we also have, for families who are eligible, school readiness, which runs all day long. And I do want to put it out there that families who may not have been deemed eligible previously may want to contact my office because changes in the law have allowed a higher income rate.
That's right.
Yes.
Funding opportunities for eligible families, because there are some families that think, oh, I can't do this. It's too tough for me to get involved in this.
Correct.
Things along those lines. If people want more information on the Early Learning Coalition, where can they go?
They can visit our office, call our phone number, our website. We're here to help.
That's awesome. I love this. You guys do a lot of great work. You're going to be back in a few weeks?
I hope so. I'm not sure. I haven't looked ahead of my calendar.
We'll let you back in.
Yeah.
There's the information. Well, we had to let you in this morning. The office is closed. We had to stand out there and wait for one of us to come get you. There's information there on school readiness, everybody. Definitely important to get the kids going right away. It's amazing. We're already having that conversation when it comes to our 1-year-old. I mean, the sooner the better.
The sooner the better.
It's never, ever too soon. Always good to see you, Melanie. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
All right, we got to go. It's 9:24 in the morning. We'll be back.